going ahead with question number 11. Now question 11 is explain the terms. First one is PCR. PCR is a process. It is known as polymerase chain reaction. What? PCR stands for polymerase chain reaction. So in this reaction, multiple copies of a gene of interest are made under 3 steps. So first step is to denature a protein. So denaturization. We have double helix structure. So DNA is converted. In this, double-stranded DNA is converted into single strand first. That is our first step. So we will denature our DNA. This is denatured and single strands are obtained. Now, how is it done? It is done by heating it or creating alkaline conditions. This is known as melting of DNA. Second step is annealing. Annealing is the 2 sets of primer. That is, primers are small nucleotide sequences which will go and sit over here. And it will start replicating from here, sit over here and start replicating from this side. Okay. So we will get at the end 2 copies of DNA. Okay, so that is what is annealing. Here temperature will go down to 45 to 65 degree Celsius. Now remember, annealing is step 2. The 2 sets of primers, what are primers? Primers are small chemical synthetic oligonucleotide. Oligonucleotide means nucleotide which has more than 10 number of nucleotides that are complementary to the DNA strand. Now, undergo biochemical processes of annealing at an optimum temperature of 40 to 65 degrees. Now, after annealing, what we are going to do? We are going to do extension. The enzyme of DNA polymerase extends the using of nucleotides provided by the reaction and the genome as genomic DNA as the template. Okay, so we will get 2 copies. Now these 2 copies will again undergo the same cycle continuously. So from one strand of DNA, we are obtaining multiple strands of DNA, and that is known as polymerase chain reaction. So this reaction will go on from 1 to 20 cycles. So one cycle will have denaturation, annealing and extension. This entire process is done once and then repeated multiple times, up to 40 times. So it will develop multiple or series of similar genes produced. So if the process of replication in DNA is repeated many times, the segment of DNA can be amplified. So amplification is making things large. So from one we obtained many strands. Now to approximately billion times. Now such repeated amplification is achieved by the use of thermostable DNA polymerase. Now, DNA is made up of proteins as well, and proteins usually get degenerated at high temperature. So, at this temperature, we need to find something that is not denatured. So, thermostable DNA polymerase is known as Taq polymerase. And that is used in PCR repetitively. And amplified fragments or desired can be used to ligate with the vector for further cloning. Cloning is again multiplication. So students, over here you are supposed to remember 3 steps. One, that is denaturation. Second, that is annealing. And third, that is extension. After this, one single DNA copy is multiplied further, which is known as amplification, and we do this with the help of Tet polymerase or thermostable polymerase. Okay students, so we are done with PCR. Now restriction enzyme and DNA. What is restriction enzyme? So there are two types of restriction enzymes possible. Two enzymes responsible for restating the growth of bacteriophage in E. coli were isolated. One of these adds methyl groups to DNA, while the other one cuts it. So endonuclease will cut the DNA, while the other one, that is exonuclease, will cap it with methyl groups. Later, they were known as restriction endonuclease. The restriction endonuclease binds to the DNA and cuts each of the two strands of the double helix specific point at the sugar phosphate backbone. That's it. Just remember that restriction enzymes will cut the DNA, and the other one, there are two types, endo and exo. Endo and exo. So endonuclease will cut, okay, and exonuclease will cap. So they were further or later known as restriction enzymes. Okay, remember that. And the cut is made at a specific site only. So we are done with restriction enzymes and DNA. Now chitinase. Remember students, wherever you see ASE in an enzyme, it means it cuts or degrades the word that is ahead. So where do you find chitin? We find chitin in fungal cell wall. So chitinase over here will dissolve the fungal cell wall. So to write that, during the isolation of DNA in process of recombinant DNA technology, the fungal cell wall is heated with the enzyme called chitinase. And this chitinase enzyme is going to dissolve the chitin membrane of the fungus, open the cell for release of DNA along with the macromolecules such as RNA, proteins, polysaccharides and lipids. Okay students, so remember chitinase is going to dissolve fungal cell wall, which makes it open to or accessible to things like RNA, protein, polysaccharides and lipids. Okay.